Peace, family. At first I wasn't going to do a video about Jamal Bryant, what his wife wore to the UNCF fundraiser, but when I seen the backlash, pastors taking time of giving their sermon to address this dress, and then when you look at the interview that they had on Tamron Hall's show, I felt compelled to say something. First of all, let me say this. I believe that the church has been losing credibility for a long time, mostly because of the music that they choose to play that's normally found in the club. You can hear the same music going on in the church. So while you dancing in the club, you can be praising the Lord with the same music in the church. It makes no sense. Then you have pastors taking time out of giving their sermon to address an outfit that was worn at the ball. Her husband, a pastor, having to take time out of preaching the word to defend his wife from the pulpit. I'm just asking, what's going on? You already got music that you're playing in the club, playing in the church. That's losing credibility. Now, when you look at the outfit that she had on, and if you look at her walking with other women, you couldn't tell who's the first lady or who's just any lady. And let me be clear. The dress that she had on, if it wasn't for the fact that it gave the illusion of nudity underneath, I would have no problem with it whatsoever. But the fact that it had the illusion of see-through, that make her look like she's appeared to be naked underneath, and the fact that the central part of the front of the dress, as it flared out around the waist and hips, it was centered right over her crotch. And this is the front of the dress. I can imagine what the back of the dress looked like. And the First Lady is supposed to be an example and role model of the church, where other women look up and aspire to want to be like. If this is acceptable, if you go to church the following Sunday and you see women in the congregation dressing in clothing that's give the illusion that they're naked underneath, what's going to happen to the church? What would be the attendance? What if the attendance of the male population of the church, what if that increased 30%? Once they seen the pastor's wife with this skin-tight dress-ons showing what she working with, what if the attendance of the church jumped up by male population by 30% the following Sunday? What do you do then? Do we hold the First Lady to the standards of the church or the Bible? Or do we revise the definition to accommodate today's women? When she was on Tamron Hall's show, and she said that she didn't think the dress was going to be that controversial. And I believe her. I don't think she thought that this much controversy was going to come about. But she knew it was going to be somewhat controversial. Then when she sat there and said that there was no manual to say how a First Lady's supposed to act and behave, no instruction book, and she said this sitting right next to her husband, who is a pastor, why he chose to keep silent and not correct her right then and there, I have no idea. Then she started speaking to the complexity of being her. She's a doctor, a daughter, a first lady, and let me say this. You can be as complicated as you want. You could be a doctor, mother, whatever it is, a butcher, baker, candlestick maker, but once you become First Lady of the church, then you have to elevate your behavior, your decorum to the standards of First Lady. Everything else you become, everything else you accomplish comes secondary to being First Lady. You don't get to take a break from this position. Wearing an outfit like that in the public forum, with cameras and everything are going to be, you have to be at your best behavior. Period. And now you got other people, other women, wanting to wear this dress. So where do you make that dress? Where'd you get it from? Now and I'm just telling you right now, don't embarrass yourselves. This dress looked like it was made specifically for her. You're not going to take the attention off this dress from this woman, period. This is not the Kiki Wyatt moment here, when Kiki Wyatt said that Patti LaBelle called me and said I was a heifer. And I'm saying to myself, why would Patti LaBelle say that? And she was like, and at the time I didn't know who Kiki Wyatt was. She was like, she told me I was heifer because she said I can't sing my song no more because you sung it. And I'm saying to myself, what song did this girl take from Patti LaBelle? I looked up the song and I heard her rendition of it. And I said, ooh, she did take this song from Patti LaBelle. I can see why she called her a heifer. Trust and believe. There's no Kiki Wyatt moment from this woman wearing this dress. There's nobody that's going to buy this dress, wear it, and you forget how she looked in that dress. It's not going to happen. You will be disappointed. Like I said in the beginning, I had no problem with the dress. It's just the illusion of nudity and that I had the issue with. And do we revise the Bible to accommodate women and their accomplishments, their placement today? Or do we hold the women in the church to the standards established by the Bible 2,000 years ago? I would love to get your response to that. And I'm going to end this video here. And as always, these are my thoughts, my opinions. I invite you to leave yours in the comments. And I'll see you in my next video. Ashe.